Good morning, everybody. I'm Hello Rodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. See, you automatically know you're on a crappy video when the introduction is more exciting than anything that's going to come after it. Oh, damn it! I hate it when I give it away like that. Okay, let's see what's going on. I tell you what, I'm feeling better today. Feeling better today. On my detox, Bach flower rescue remedy. If you have stress, or if you're going through, like stress and stuff like that, and you need to relax a little bit, Bach flower remedies. They've been around for a long, long time, and that's what you should get. Well, not you should get. I don't know what you should get. Who in the hell am I to tell you? I'm not a doctor. Okay, let's see here. Look at that. Look at that brown. This is almost right off the surface of my property. In this one particular area. I mean, this area. Anyway, that's the runoff. I'll show you. That sample right there was taken from a different piece of my property. But I can get out the door, which somehow I managed to remember how to operate. You can see this area down there, that low area. Well, it comes from way up here, and there's all of these hills up here. When it rains, it all comes down here. And when the house was being built, there was a flood. They came down here. See all of that area that looks flat down there? It covered the road. It covered coming from right over in there, wherever. It covered the road. You can see the road up there. It was that high, coming out of the mountains, because we had a huge rain. So there's a lot of. It's interesting. I was talking to a guy. He's like basically he's a. I think he's like a hydrology engineer. I think it's hydrology engineer that he is, and he graduated from I think King's College or it was some New York. It was some public school in New York in 1956, and he's a guy at the coffee shop, and he was a guy who helped me. Because when I basically finished the Nazi Clown series, he's a Jewish guy, and I showed it to him, and he loved it, and he was very excited about it, and gave me some good feedback, and did what he could to help me with that matter. So he's a great guy, and we talked about what happens when water comes down a hill. And it's about velocity, and it's about it's about the velocity of the water when dealing with larger when larger particles within the stream of the water, and that and it's also depends on the speed of the water is going to depend on the angle of the angle in which the water is running. So when it gets down here on my property, the water starts to run a lot slower. It was coming through here pretty fast when the house was going up, but this is good. We're talking about over eons of freaking time here. So. Anyway, it looks like most of the large particles have already been eradicated from the flow out of the mountains. Because there's in this thing right here, I found like one rock about that big, and some little teeny tiny pieces, large, would be considered large sand perhaps. And that's another thing I didn't know about clay. This is, hey, you don't know what you don't know, right? And I didn't know, of course, this a few months ago, I learned this a few months ago, not just recently, but that clay is really a word that describes a range of particle size within like if you take within a sample. Like if you have a glass beaker or jug or whatever it is like that, and then you fill it full of water and then let it settle out. When it settles out like that, that's the strata in which the material is settling out, and there will be a line within that strata of particular particulate size, and that particular size is clay. There's a certain amount of clay in this material, and it's the way that I understand it. And I've already experimented with this, with the clay on the property, with the clay here, the material that I have here, and I mixed it 2 parts from different parts of the property, and it vitrified. So it vitrified together, so I can have pottery that I produce that is made from this property, which is pretty cool, really. So there's that. Okay, now I wanted to, the reason that I started this video, that inspired me to do this video, is about something I saw online. So let's go talk about that. See that transition? Let's go talk about that. Okay, so I'm walking over there, we can think about that. That's me in 1982 or 1983. And that's me in 1994 or 95. That's about 94, 95. Okay. Okay. My head's a little dizzy now. What happened? Oh, I don't know what happened, but my head all of a sudden became a little dizzy. Not dizzy, but just, kind of odd feeling, sort of. This is what I want to talk to you about. Report. Jeff Sessions orders DOJ to re-examine evidence in Uranium One investigation. Now, does anybody know what Uranium One is? I haven't read the article. I've known about this for quite some time. But Uranium One basically, and you know what, I would say that there could definitely be a collusion between Hillary Clinton and the Russians on this, because according to some people, and do your own research, read the article, start looking at it yourself, Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, signed off on the United States of America basically not selling directly to, but basically putting 25% of the United States, I don't know if it would be considered a claim, but this is, I guess, would be considered a mining claim, or a company that owns the mining claim. I don't know exactly how that works, but in essence, what happened is that Hillary Clinton signed off on 25% of the known United States of America uranium reserves to be sold to a company that is owned by the Russians. it seems to me like selling uranium to the Russians would be a violation of national security that should be punishable by something very, very serious. Hillary Clinton and the people in that administration really, really, really did a major, major, major damage to this country. And it's getting straightened out. I'm Ella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.